corner. Up top rails in corner.
I killed the guy. I killed the guy.
That's two down. Two down.
B door. Coming in. Big A down. A block.
Top control.
Go for it.
There you go, Clay.
Watch, one more.
Dude, C. On C right now.
Down, big door. Two Jenny.
On C.
Cover A. Just watch A. They're coming right there.
Yo, they're both stunned.
We lost Charlie.
I killed one in there. One in gold, probably.
One's in gold.
Mid door.
Yo, rail side stun. Rail side stun. He's bomb control.
Definitely. I got top gold.
Oh, dude, he's on C. On C. Going closet. Oh, bro. One dead.
Bumpy.
Yeah, well.
Losing Alpha.
Do something, guys.
Bomb control.
Alright, come on.
Yo, he's bouncing closet. Going mid map.
We're being dominated.
Let's go. Yo, watch mid control. Watch up there. We got one down. One in A.
Summon, yo. He's going mid door. Mid door.
Top control. Just lay behind it. Yeah.
Alpha secure.
There you go, that's one.
He went mid-street, I think.
Mid-street.
That's two. Let's get on something, boys.
One's bottom C closet, I think.
Pick it up. We're taking a beating.
Oh, he's being cornered.
Get on.
Spread out.
Be steps, rushing you.
I got double naded, dude. Somebody has to nade.
Hey,
we're all dead.
hey.
Free nade.
We lost Bravo.
There you go.
One in big door. Let's get some points back, guys. We're not down by that much.
I'm gonna go C.
Mid door.
Summit. Don't let him 3-cap.
Time's almost
You might
up.
push back to summit door. Yeah, they're gonna try and 3-cap. One mid alley.
Securing B.
Another mid.
Oh yeah, they're both. He's throwing a nade today. Watch out. Fine. Get him.
I lost the gun battle. He's on A.
Oh shit, I just naded you, bro. Fine, 7 seconds.
Securing B.
Let's go, boys.
Ron, play cam. It's all good. Ron, 94.
Wow, we got. That's like the most defense we've gotten on someone down when we lost.
124. So.
Capture the objectives. We lost Alpha.
I'm stunned.
During the Heglish, there's some computers.
Going rails, going top out.
Securing B.
He's on B.
Top out, right?
He's gonna be to your left.
I'm going on A.
No.
Lost Bravo.
One's on top. On top C.
Watch your back. Watch your back right
There's
there.
one in front of me. I got sandwich.
C.
One
He's on
C,
C, he's on C.
C.
Good
Good
shit.
stuff.
One's top.
Top. He's on balcony.
top out.
Wow, dude, he killed me. I thought you
Yo,
had
two
him.
top L. There's two top L.
Securing Bravo.
Wow.
Hold C, hold
Two
C,
stomach
hold C,
here.
hold C. Good stuff, good stuff.
Watch bottom.
I just got spawnated.
Alright,
Securing B.
He's
I
top
got him.
out. He's
Oh,
top
I
out.
stopped shooting.
There you go. Two down, two
Another
down,
one,
two
another
down,
one,
two
another
down.
one.
Oh, yo, B stairs, B stairs.
Two down.
Win that, win that.
That's three. Just hold it down. Hold it
It's
down.
probably Summit. Summit.
Securing A.
Let's go.
There you go.
Let's go!
Two are respawning. Two are respawning.
I'll go see. I'll go see.
A secure.
No, he's A, he's A, he's A, he's A! Let's go!
Yo, 2C. One in red, going C, one going C.
Losing Charlie.
They're on C.
One C rails. One C rails.
Yo,
You're
he's
gonna
on B,
have
he's on
honors.
B.
Three of them. There's three bottom C, three bottom C.
There you go.
Go,
There you
baby.
go.
Let's go.
Get
Get
on,
on,
get on,
get on.
One's respawning. One's respawning.
Get on C.
Securing Charlie.
Stunned him.
The other three
All
respawning.
areas secure. Hold your position.
He's rails.
Let's go, baby.
Top out, top out.
I don't know where this kid went. Yo, bottom C.
Closet.
Bottom C.
Losing
Go on
A.
C. Go on C.
I got him, I got him.
I tried nading.
Alright, they're gonna get A. Just set up. Just set up.
Let's set up, let's set up. Yo, get summon, I got gold. Get summon. Yo, watch Jen. Whoever's up top, whoever's there, watch Jen.
There you go, boy. Three down.
Far,
Three down.
push up,
Three
push
down.
up, push up.
He's in A, I think he's in A, he's in A.
Don't push up too far. Don't push up too far.
I triggered
Push in A.
spawn.
Securing Alpha.
One's in A. I got him stunned. Spawn stunned. Go back to C.
I got C.
Good job, boys. Good
Let's
job. Good
go.
job. Good job.
Yeah,
One
blue
more.
barrels, blue barrels, blue
Nah,
barrels.
he got me, he got me.
Don't,
Fuck it.
I don't know if he's going. Oh, he's right there, Mid, both.
just hold B.
We're losing C.
Yeah, no.
A and C. A and C.
Get it.
A's good, A's good.
We lost B.
Alright.
Hold B and
Top out.
Top O and bottom C stun.
Two top out.
Losing B.
Good kill. Good play.
oh,
Zombie.
2B. Two.
We lost Bravo.
Oh, and goal.
He's in that corner.
He's going to A. He's
pushing
going to
A.
A.
Losing A.
Gotta win that.
Wow.
What the hell is that?
What up? Let's go!
So
He's
there's
on
one
A, on
there,
A.
one-
He didn't save it.
Watch my
mid.
nade, watch my nade.
Come on.
We're being dominated. Take those positions.
Oh, I was the last one.
Two. I got two sun gold. One in A.
One's up
Two
top of
right, two
you.
right.
C secure.
Good shit.
Do not get trip capped and we win.
Let's go. That's two. Three.
Yo, one's up top.
Going
One's
gold,
up top.
going gold. No,
Big George,
in A.
go on top L. Go on top L.
Losing A.
They're on CNA.
I got C.
We lost Alpha.
Oh, there's two in A. One summit. One gold. One golden summit.
Summit computers.
There's two.
Two. One's going gold.
Securing Bravo.
Good job. One more top
Oh,
L.
one more top
Oh, no,
L.
he's done.
Run away. Run to A.
Yeah, two down.
Let's go.
I can't kill this kid.
There you go.
He's in A. There you
Two
go.
down.
Two.
All areas
Go!
secure. Hold your position.
Summit computers. He's just shooting at you. You can turn on.
That 1B.
We lost Bravo.
Yo, bottom B. Low B.
He's going A.
We're close to victory. Don't quit now. Securing B.
He's box. Going top out. No. Come
Two down.
gold.
Three down. Three
Oh,
down.
good shit.
He's below you, Bloods. You looked at him in closet.
Yeah, no shit.
Securing A.
Go in, guys.
There you go. Good shit.
All areas secure. Hold your position.
Set up. Go back. Go back.
Time's almost up.
Good catch, dog.
Yeah. Pull a nameplate / Suarez.
I'm an animal.
Chill, fam.
Stunned on two.
You go. Do good on summertime. Chilling random.
Stop control. Jump. Whoa, Bud with the 6th bomb.
Trying to get 7.
Let's go, baby.
Shit, fellas.
Very good.
Very
Oh, we
good. Good
forgot the
shit,
coach,
blood.
dog.
What's up?
Here, it ain't over. Focus here. It ain't over.
It ain't over till.
Capture the objective. They have our flag. Our flag's back.
All right, so welcome back to the 2011 Major League Gaming Pro Circuit. I'm Corey Dunn alongside Ego from 360 Icons.
How you doing, Corey?
Dude, it's been good. Finally, completely revitalized. Had the opportunity to go get something to eat, and now we're just kind of wrapping things up. I want to kind of talk to you a little bit about what you've noticed on your side You're playing for Icons Black right now, correct?
Yep.
And so what you've experienced as a player and what you're noticing as a community figure as well.
Honestly, I think this event's been awesome based on the fact that we're seeing upsets everywhere. You're seeing AM teams coming out, and just example, Collapse is a great example. Just being able to come out and take down Leverage, I really think it puts it out there that anybody, you guys just need to show up, and you can showcase your talent that easily. You don't have to be in pool play. You don't have to be the highest seeded team. Everyone has a chance. I can think of 4 different AM teams that came in and really took it to pro teams today alone.
Well, you got to go back to it, though, too, is we want you to be consistent to follow that, because a team like Force, who came in Columbus and dominated and did the exact same thing that Collapse is doing right now, we want to see a consistency of that as well. So, I mean, but like you mentioned, it's possible for any team to kind of chime in, and really it's about taking that time to practice and kind of put things together and understand the game to its fullest and play like a pro. I mean, that's what it comes down to.
Two of the main things are, obviously one thing that everyone talks about is keeping that roster together. The chemistry that comes with that is so important. But really one thing about what we were just talking about is, like, even if you just have a good day, anybody can beat anybody. I think that's the most exciting thing about Call of Duty. Like, there's not one team that's just, this team's going to dominate, or these 4 teams will dominate. It's anybody's game. It really is.
It matters sometimes to the point of who's hot at that time, who's hot at that moment. But at the same time, talent and those who are, professionals can sometimes arise out of that muck and even still try to figure out a way to win.
Yeah, I think the composure factor is the big thing there. That's even as a pro, I think that's the hardest thing, is just people get down and out sometimes, and you really just, every match is a grind. Every map is a grind. Like, it could be a minute by minute. You can't, there's no giving up. You can't get down. You can't lose your focus.
And one of the things, I mean, right now we're in the loser bracket. As we look at it, this is First Class going up against VVB Gaming. And right now the First Class is leading this one so far. It's just so those of you that have been kind of curious about what's been going on in the main stage as of right now. We're in the loser bracket. We're just kind of getting the opportunity to talk with Ego a little bit about what's been going on so far throughout the tournament here in Raleigh, North Carolina, and kind of keeping you in tune to what's going on during this matchup as well.
I believe the next matchup coming up is Envy against Collapse.
That's correct, yeah.
That's going to be a great game. That's going to be an amazing Collapse. Even though they were an AM team, they're almost a little bit of a fake AM team just because they have those guys to experience. That's going to be an awesome match to watch.
Well, the reasoning behind it, what I've gathered from those out there in the community, is sit there say that the reason why they're an AM team is because they picked up pro players from elsewhere, and so that dropped them down in points would push them into being an AMT. But they've got Impact and Pikachu, which are 2 players that we saw from Force. Then we also have Too Quick, which I'm a big fan of Too Quick.
I've played with Too Quick since Call of Duty 4. I'm a huge supporter of him. He's a great guy.
Whenever I saw, I honestly hadn't. It's difficult for me to go out there and do research in that mind to be able to see those players. But once I found out that was the team that was playing against Quantic Leverage there on the featured stage, I immediately became a huge fan of it. So.
Yeah.
But looking at it, you mentioned that you saw what you were watching Collapse play against Leverage. What are some of the key components that you've seen in either Leverage's demise or the uprising, what Collapse was able to do?
I don't really think it was either way. It's just like one of those things. Collapse was on their game, and Leverage wasn't. They weren't Leverage right there. They weren't hot, but it doesn't mean as much as people might look at it like, oh, what happened to Leverage? Leverage is still a powerhouse in this tournament.
Right.
You could not count Leverage out as still probably the favorite to even win, even though they're in the losers bracket. They can wake up tomorrow and be that dominant.
I think one of the things, though, that I looked at during the last matchup with Quantic Leverage and A4V against Twisted Method is the shots weren't on as well as I thought they would. Even though they came out 3-2 in that series against Twisted Method, I still wasn't excited about the idea of how well they were playing. They're playing great together, but their shots weren't on as well as they should be, and what they're known for.
One thing people I guess are used to this is a team like Optic or a team like Leverage. They're used to seeing them dominate.
Right.
Call of Duty is not an easy game to dominate, and I think one thing you notice from event to event is you have all these teams and all these players just getting better and better and closing that gap. So I think you will see a lot more tighter games. It's not going to be as easy for them as it hasn't been obviously easy before, but it's going to be harder and harder.
Well, what players are you trying to mention here?
Well, I'm Claps. Too Quick for sure. Too Quick, I think, is an up-and-coming player who is amazing. Apathy is another player who played with Too Quick and with BB Fly Society.
Right.
He's a great player. I'm trying to think of some other teams.
A producer chiming in here as well, saying that
Obey with Crump and Fears. Those are two guys to watch out for. They killed us on Friday, and if they're in that rhythm, that's what it's all about. You get those certain slayers in a certain rhythm, and they're going to beat anyone. It's just who's hot right then, and that's why I love Call of Duty because it's so unpredictable.
One of those things, though, one of the things I was kind of cautious about was that Fear, they came into this one, there was a possibility that they could have been sent down to the loser's bracket out of their pool with Obey in there. And what are some of the things that, if you had the opportunity to check it out, what did you see?
Well, I was actually in that pool as well.
Right, correct.
We played real bad against Obey on Friday, and I thought they were going to run away with the pool. I really did. They looked amazing. And when we played Fear, John got here kind of late. They were sluggish. They weren't Fear. But I honestly look for Fear. They're going to be playing Optic. They really came back and took that pool. So, Fear is going to be Fear. I think those two games, are those both games tonight?
Both of those games are going to happen tonight, one after the next. We're going to have Eon Envy going up against Collapse, and then we're going to have Eon Optic Gaming going up against Fear to follow, and then we're going to have one more matchup, or possibly two more matchups after that. So there's so much Call of Duty Black Ops to come. Here on the Call of Duty Black Ops stream here in Raleigh, North Carolina. And, this is what we spend Friday gearing up, kind of getting everything settled and figuring out whether or not these teams are, where they're placed at, and kind of get a good idea of really to see who's on what roster. I mean, to be honest, you mentioned how there's roster shakeups and how they probably should stick with their teams and kind of keep the same team so they can build up that team chemistry. And Eon Envy is a good example of that right now.
Absolutely. They're coming together amazing. Just like I said with Crump and Fears earlier, Stainville and Dido are the same exact way. I'm actually surprised that we haven't seen that before now, because in my opinion, Stainville's probably the best Call of Duty player ever. Right, him and Assassin right next to each other.
Wow, just like that, First Class is going to go ahead and take VV Gaming out, and so that's going to bring us into our next matchup here in just a moment here with Eon Envy. They're going to be going up against Collapse in the winter bracket semifinals. Again, I'm Corey Dunn alongside Ego from 360 Icons, as you are playing currently with Icons Black, and what. In the placing, how did you finish off in your pool?
We finished third in our pool. We actually beat Fear and beat Young Guns, which was two huge wins for us. We just came out real slow against Redemption. It was the open bracket team that came in. They played great. We play again tonight at 10, so we'll see how we go from there. We really need energy is the most important thing in this game. Like, you can't, just like I said earlier, you can't get down. You have to have that energy. Energy builds momentum. It gets your teammates pumped up. You just get in that rhythm and you start clicking. And then sometimes when you're losing, your teammates get down, you just have your head down, you kind of slow down, you overthink things. And that's when it comes to really hurt you. That's why you see the teams like Optic and Leverage, who have those similar rosters and aren't making changes, they don't get like that at all. You won't see them with their heads down ever.
Right.
They know at any time they can win a game, even if they're down.
I think it was one of the things which you're mentioning. I mentioned the same thing to Felonies of Young Guns whenever they had a very, very poor start here in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I mentioned to Felonies, don't get down on your other teammates. If you want to do that, do it after the event, but don't focus on it now. Because if you begin to focus on it right now, all you're going to do is tear apart your team right then and there.
I agree.
I mean, they're a great, talented team. They're growing up anyway, and we're watching. We've been watching that team and those players grow up slowly but surely. But coming up next, we're going to have Eon Envy going up against Collapse here in the winter bracket semifinals on the main stage. And we're going to bring back Holiday Doc here in just a moment. I appreciate Ego hopping on here. Out of all the 4 events, you finally got your chance to be able to hop up here on the stream with us. But again, coming up here in just a moment, Eon Envy going up against Collapse. We'll be right back here from Raleigh, North Carolina.
By Dr. Pepper, where we'll be taking a closer look at some of the top EA games and exclusive in-game content brought to you by Dr. Pepper. EA Skate 3 has been out for a few years now, and I wanted to see what the community's been up to. So I went on a mission to find the 3 best user-created Skate 3 skate parks. My third favorite Skate 3 map is titled SpongeBob's Miracle, designed by O Skateboarder. The park is so unique because it features a huge SpongeBob, and the goal is to launch into his face. My second favorite Skate 3 user-created park has to go to Cush's Mega Shred Park. This place is just pure insanity. Now don't expect a solid skate session, but the creativity that went into this arena is just outstanding. Sporting a trippy kaleidoscope, this park is one of a kind. If you know a wackier place to skate, please let me know. And my number 1 Skate 3 user-created skate park has to go to Building Works Park by Domestic Mango. Now this park takes a less silly approach and wins me over in style alone. Impressive architecture, superior coloring, and creative lines make me wonder how many hours went into creating this piece of art. Building Works Park is a must-have for any Skate 3 fan. Now, most importantly, you'll want to participate in Dr. Pepper's Under the Cap promotion. Dr. Pepper and EA have teamed up to bring you the best Skate 3 downloadable content for the Xbox 360, PS3, and the PC. Participation is easy. Simply take the code from under your Dr. Pepper bottle cap, bring it over to the Dr. Pepper website to redeem it and claim your prize. Prizes include exclusive challenges, skate park add-ons, and sick gear for your character. Every cap's a winner, so get out there and play.
Hello and welcome to the 2011 Major League Gaming Pro Circuit here in Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm Corey Dunn alongside Holiday Doc as we're about to kick things off here with the first matchup in the winter bracket semifinals with Eon Envy going up against Collapse. And following that matchup, we're going to have Eon Optic Gaming going up against Fear. Let's go ahead and break down what's going to happen here for this first matchup to come again with Eon Envy and Collapse. How did both of these teams get here?
Well, they've made strides since last event, that's for sure. Envy, obviously we've been talking about it for a couple different times here. They've been doing a lot different than past events. They've come out on top through their pool here, and they're working their way. They've produced great numbers, produced a great show, and they're ultimately very, very happy with their showing. Everybody on the team right now is happy with it, and the crowd's loving it too, so that's what we're all about here.
Well, no, let's go ahead and give you a quick insight of what's to come here in the game types. We're going to have Capture the Flag on Firing Range, Search and Destroy on Havana, Domination Firing Range, Capture the Flag on Summit, and then if needed, we'll have Search and Destroy on Villa. And let's see how this one all pans out between these two teams. But let's kind of focus a little bit more on each one of these teams as individuals. As we look at it, Eon Envy, they've got Bob as well as Nade Shot. They've got Dito and they've got Stainville. How do each one of these players contribute to Envy?
Well, Dito, I talked with him earlier on today. He's producing huge numbers. I got a little misconception. I was told that it was Stainville dropping a 30 bomb in an earlier game, but it actually turned out to be Dito himself. And both Stainville and Dito both feel like this is the team that they've been waiting for. So I hope that kind of comes to fruition here and show us some decent gameplay, some big numbers. I'd like to see a 30 bomb drop again.
So again, let's go ahead real quick before we really get into detail on what each one of these players have been able to do. Envy, they had beaten Juked in their pool. They're in Pool D, 3-1. They also beat Quantic Next Threat. That was should have been one of their most difficult matchups that they're on the main stage, but they were able to take that one 3-0 as well. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe they 4-0'd their pool.
I believe so as well.
And then also Collapse. They were able to do the same exact thing in Pool A, even having a team like Quantic Leverage and Twisted Method there in that pool as well. So
Collapse, these guys have been around for a while. Yeah, you said you were a big fan of this team, specifically talking about Fly Society.
Exactly.
Having these guys, Apathy and Too Quick back on the team, or with this new team, we got Pikachu and Impact. So this is a team. This is a new grouping. I know Force wasn't very happy with Anaheim, and it was pretty apparent coming out of there that they weren't going to stay together. Even throughout the event, they weren't happy at all. So
what this reminds me of, and is the Raw playing style, how quick and aggressive some of the players are. From Collapse, and they remind me a lot of what Leverage was back in Dallas, and how aggressive Leverage was the entire time. They go for it. Each one of these members, they are impactful players. As
Pikachu in particular, you always see him on the front line there, just working his way through, challenging almost every opportunity he can get his hands on, and coming out the victor on at least the majority of them.
So we'll look forward to seeing that one. But let's go ahead and go back to Eon Envy. Let's talk about, go a little bit more into detail for me about Stainville and how he contributes to the team.
Well, Stainville is the team lead. He's the guy that I think, I'm not going to say this, Hastro is the guy I think
that's another, that's
keeps
that
this,
fifth that we're not
he's
taking
the
consideration.
Fifth team member. And he's that coach. He's the only pro coach who is a pro player. I think that adds a whole new element to the team dynamic. You have that guy with the pro mentality who's done it, seen it all, and is offering advice on every situation. So he can adjust each individual player and be like, hey, man, I know you want to do this, but let's try something else. Or let's evaluate what went wrong there, and maybe let's change it up for next time. Let's see how well you do. And you mix that with, Stainville. Stainville is a veteran, and he's a great, great player. Puts up huge numbers, and he's very aware of everything that goes on during the map. So you put all those elements in there, and then you add Nade Shot, and you add Dito to the team, and it's a really hard team to go up against.
Well, one of the things, though, too, is, this is the type of team that will not get down on themselves.
True.
Their mentality going into each one of these matchups is very straight laced. So you can see, not currently, but whenever you're watching them play, they're stone cold. Their face is almost it's clear, it's mute. But whenever you're watching them in game, they're making some great shots and great calls. They're very decisive on what they do. And so this is definitely one of those teams that I'm looking forward to seeing and seeing whatever they can be able to produce. But we've talked about Stainville. We've talked about Dito and that whole pairing. But Nate Shot, I want to talk about his past and where we've come from the very beginning. Whenever I said my comments about whenever Rambo was unable to make that first event back in Dallas, and Nate Shot came out. I want to stand. Hopefully this isn't the case, but from what I recall, is that Nate Shot prior to Dallas wasn't planning on being on the circuit.
I think he was choosing a different route altogether. I think he was planning on, abandoning, the competitive side and focusing more on the YouTube stuff, the public aspect, and being more of a personality that focuses on the less competitive side, but still, making an effort with Optic. And I think Optic made him, a really nice home there and offered a lot of help. But when he had that opportunity, he jumped on it. So he was still 100% focused on, if the opportunity arises and the right team's there, he's going to stay in it. And I think since that opportunity, it's only grown into something. I don't think he can ever let it go.
No, and that's one of the things that...
As much as he may want to go around sniping people.
Well, and I look forward to watching all those YouTube videos of him sniping. But, one of the things that I thought was interesting is going into that event, he was still mindset on, okay, I'm just here.
A filler.
But then maybe I pushed him into it whenever he thought that I was calling him out, saying that he was sandbagging for the team. And
he'll never forget that.
Oh, hey, he's out there on the main stage. He's been there several times. There in the winners bracket. He was able to play back with Optic Nation and what he was able to produce there. And so I'll take that. If I was the encouragement that he needed to stick around.
Now you're taking credit?
Hey, you like how I swayed that? As there's our producer, Nexie. For those of you that haven't had the opportunity...
getting some free swag.
If you haven't had the opportunity to be able to sit there and meet some of the behind-the-scenes members, well, as you can tell, we can run the show without him. So
yeah, we'll be okay.
But let's continue on with Eon Envy, though. The last member that we haven't talked about was one of the members who... Hey, remember this.
He's blushing. Nice.
I'll go back to that. Remember the T-shirt. We're going to bring that up.
Oh,
when Merc is down,
they lose around.
All right, remember that.
Okay.
But going back to Bob and where he came from.
Well, Bob did very well with leverage, and I think they felt like they needed someone less objective focused and more generically open to filling in for roles that are needed at the time. But when they let Bobby go, I think Bobby it kind of grew from that, and he said, well, now I don't have to be the objective role player. I don't have to force myself into bad situations to try to make the play. Let's try and get some kills, and he proved that at Anaheim. He was dropping big numbers. We were all surprised. I was very surprised at it, seeing how well he transitioned from OBJ to Slayer support or support in general. So he did a very good job at showing everybody and proving a lot of people wrong, actually.
So we've done a really good job of breaking down Eon Envy to each one of their parts. And as a team, they gel well, and this may be that event that they need to be able to be their first opportunity to be able to be champions. We've seen what Envy has done, even with all the different types of rosters that they've had. Whenever Hastro was playing on Envy back in the back in the day, back in this first part of the series. But let's talk about Collapse and some of their players that have come into play as well. We mentioned about Pikachu and as well as Impact. Therefore, Collapse, who came from Team Force, who was they were a great team going into Columbus, but then got absolutely massacred there by Optic Gaming.
Massacred's being nice. Massacred's being nice. They got destroyed and just obliterated, but they were still happy about it. They pulled out second place, and it didn't. When we cut to shots of them during the game, they were like, "We got second. What are we worried about?" Right?
No.
So that was a really great way to look at it and to build from that. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, they weren't able to hold on to what they had at Columbus and bring it to Anaheim. It felt like they didn't grow with the game, or other teams just grew faster or learned more in the offseason. So we'll be right back with more. I think we got a commercial coming up, and from there we're going to bring you this next matchup.
That's right. We got the 2011 Major League Gaming Pro Circuit here in the winter bracket semifinals. Eon Envy going up against Collapse here in just a moment on the Call of Duty Black Ops stream. All right, so welcome back here to the 2011 Major League Gaming Pro Circuit. We had to wait on Hastro for a little bit to be able to get out here, and finally he's here. And so we'll continue to wait because I think he needs to get his makeup done or something. He's such a superstar.
He is a superstar.
That's what I was referring to. I wasn't referring. I get my makeup done too. So
yeah, so do I. Feel special. You know, you get the star treatment, get put on the little stool, the little things tucked in our collars, and get all prettied up. Hopefully, or unfortunately, it works a little better for you than me, though.
We just ruined our credibility at that point. Oh well.
We were working so hard at that.
We were
all
so
weekend.
cool.
We were so close.
Oh well. Eon Envy and Collapse coming up here in just a moment. As you can see, you can go ahead and see that I'm working. I'm always like writing something down. I know a lot of people.
You got this secret book. I'm not even allowed to touch it. If I get close, it's like this fly swatter comes out of nowhere.
No, it's not a fly swatter.
It's the hand swatter. The backhand.
Papa Bear shutting you down.
Oh my gosh.
Just
all right, so
I think you're older than me too. That's what's funny.
It is.
Oh well.
Oh well. You do. You look older than me though.
I'll take that.
More Anchorman style, the professional look too.
I love.
Apparently,
Dr. Pepper.
I was I was told via Twitter that Chuck Norris better watch out. This beard's getting a little too manly for him.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break, and I know that you enjoyed that little segment that we had right there, but I think you probably enjoy some of our commercials, and those of you that are MLG Gold members, you have the opportunity to see what's around the event, but we'll be right back here in just a moment. Maybe this go-around we might be back with Eon Envy going up against Collapse. We'll find out. Stick around. Let's see. We'll take a gamble on this one.
Here at MLG Weekly, we bring you the most comprehensive first looks at the hottest game releases. This week, our boy Nexi fights the Mexican drug cartel in Call of Juarez.
What's up, guys? It's Nexi. Now, this week I picked up Call of Juarez, the Cartel. Somehow, this piece of shit is the top 3 selling game of the week. And because I hate campaigns, we're going to check out the multiplayer. Let's get it started. Now, before we hop into the game, I'm going to show you guys some of the customization. Let's start with classes. Think Call of Duty. So I've got my 3 classes here, and some haven't been unlocked yet. You'll unlock these as you get more kills and complete challenges when you're playing multiplayer. There's actually a lot of customization in this game. First, you choose good guy or bad guy, but then you can change their skin. Check this out. So right now I'm the bad guy. I want to choose a bad guy that represents me. Oh, perfect! It's the cast of the Jersey Shore! I'm going to play as the Situation. Alright, now that I finally got into the game, I'm going to give you guys my 3 tips. Number 1, change your controls. Hit start, hit Y, go over to controls, and you'll see here there's look dead zone. drop that all the way down. You don't want any look dead zone, and I personally like to drop my sensitivity just a little bit. You guys toy around, find what you like, but just get rid of look dead zone. It's worthless. Alright, here's my second tip. You see the guy with the little green marker on him? That's your partner. The closer you are to your partner, the more beneficial. Your abilities are boosted and you can resupply ammo. So always stick next to your partner.
Check the evidence room.
Yo, what's up, partner? Come on, man, boost my abilities. What's this guy doing? Yeah, I'll help my wounded partner.
Come on.
Get up! Alright guys, here's tip number 3 for you. Because the maps are so big and open, there's so many little crevices you can get behind, it's really easy to set up the spawn trap. So every single game you play, just run into your enemy's spawn and set up for the spawn trap. And here's a bonus tip for you. After you've changed your controls, stood by your teammate and set up the spawn trap, go back to GameStop and return the game. Alright guys, there you have it. Those are my thoughts on Call of War as the Cartel. I'm coming to you live from my mama's house. I'm Nexy and I'll see you next time.
You told us about it, but you never told us when or where. No, he said it was going to be at
I need a bottle.
Nah, you didn't tell me. I know. Yeah, because me and Bob walked in.
Hey, man, I'll take the spotlight. Why not?
What? It hasn't done in a while, yeah.
Philly, baby. Philly.
What? Yeah, we're ready.
Yeah.
What?
Hag, you have your classes set up with y'all gloves?
Philly.
Who's it? Billy? My friends.
Ew.
I have my glasses up. I have all my glasses.
Are you sure? I just saw Harden Pro on one of your classes.
Yeah, one of them has Harden Pro. It's an SD class. Are you dumb?
All right, drop it. Let's go. Let's start.
What? Can you see my hand? Put your phone down.
Swag.
Swag. Do what? Can you guys hear me?
Mic check, ball click, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1.
Watch the language too, because they.
I know, I'm saying mic check.
Huh? For firing range? Top. Top is good side, right? Yeah. Should I go for like, no.
No, dude, don't change up anything.
Yeah.
Shut up. Swag.
Excuse you?
So welcome back, everybody. We are here in North Carolina, survived the hurricane, and we are bringing you some more great competitive Call of Duty action brought to you by the Pro Circuit 2011. And big thanks to Sony for providing us with all these great PS3s. Just dealing with a couple audio issues or something issues on the stage there, but we got them all figured out. Game's about to get underway, and this is Eon Envy versus Collapse, and we broke down exactly what was going on each of these teams. Lots of different roster changes throughout the last couple months, but this has got to be the newest and biggest change of the roster, and that is Collapse. And lots of different stuff going on with this team, and different styles all merged together, and we're going to see exactly how they compete against such a juggernaut of a team, Envy. So we're going to jump right into game, right into the action, and welcome back, Corey.
Well, so I had to go out there and get a few of the their predictions out there. You know, it's kind of split amongst the crowd. You know, I've got different players and different teams that were out there that had mentioned some of the things. One of them, you've got half of Team Fear think that Envy is going to win. The other half say that Collapse is going to win. You got, of course, the Big Timer stating that, well, the Eon name is going to carry them over for Envy to win. But let's go ahead and hop into the action here on Capture the Flag firing range.
Yeah, right now it just seems like they're playing a little bit of defensive action, fending off of the attack from Eon. So, what did you find out about Impact? Did we confirm that he is?
He's not here.
He's not here. So it is Parasite.
It's Parasite, but he wanted to make sure that we clarify his name is Caramel.
Caramel.
That's what he's going by. That's what he wants, and I respect that.
All right, so his name, CML, that is him. And Too Quick is actually a guy that I was mentioned to from a few different pros to be the guy to watch.
That's
so we
what I agree on.
Definitely on board with him right now as he's checking both white trailer and backside white for the respawns. Waiting it out. Nice pick as he grabs Stainville off of the spawn, and it looks like he's got some action or some help and turned his back. Dito actually picking up the kill there with no contestment as the back was turned.
All right, so a quick little roster rundown, though, as that's going to be Nade, Caramel, Too Quick, and Pikachu here for Collapse. And on the other side, Eon Envy, we got Bob, Nade Shot, Stainville, and Dito with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to play here in the first half as we're back on board here with Too Quick here from Collapse.
So as the respawns popped over on C, you got to watch out for that far push into jungle on the alley. Too Quick here. Nice pick as Dito tried to swoop in, bottom tin, grabbing it and denying that attempt. Floating over, now he's going to be trying to work over into bottom tin. Beautiful
what a nade.
Bobby taking it out, but Nade Shot picking it up very quickly.
As now we're back over here
with Nerd Shot again.
Here with Pikachu is right now we have only seen one flagpole coming in here for Envy.
It looks like we are going to switch over and jump on board with Eon Envy. Dito is pushing down C Tunnel, looking to make something happen. He's got two other members, Bob and Swagger, pulling out a three-piece, so 3 down. This is going to be the run for the money. He's got action, and this is that same spot that we've seen Scumpy pull on flag runs beforehand, and it's a great defending run. Bob actually picking up.
Oh, what a nade.
Bob getting taken out, and Dito. And
wow.
A third nade. Stainville goes down by a nade as well. And this is last man standing, not able to hold it out as he gets taken out.
As Nade Shot tried to be able to carry that one in home, carry it back home, but Caramel and the rest of the team, just some great nades coming in. And speaking about nades, we've got Nade who's been able to get that flagpole. Looks like he is starting to head over there towards the jungle side as we're again back over here with Envy, who's heading over here towards that seed domination side. Nade Shot's been able to get a pull, heading back over towards the seed shack. Nice little counter pull coming in, and they're just rotating around the map, almost mirror imaging one another.
Wow, Dito not able to hold on to that kill through the plywood, and it looks like he came out top, but picking up Pikachu at the last moment there. The flag is on the run, headed back down through jungle. In the way is 2 opposition members, and they're now trailing right behind. Dito's last man alive here. He's got to hold on to it, gets the initial, and picking up the nice play. Coming, swooping in behind, a possible 3-piece going down, jumping through the window. Oh, he gets taken up by Too Quick from center B ramp.
As they were able to return the flag there by Envy, is Dito just holding it down, and then comes back around, allows his teammates to respawn and be able to push in, pick up that nice little kill, and be able to even things back at where we're at right now. Minute left to play here in the first half as both Bob and Dito go down to Pikachu as Stainville is able to answer back. It's just gone back and forth, and one of the things that I had to mention earlier is a team like Collapse. They're high energy, they're aggressive, they're not worried, they're not they're not fearful in the sense that they're going to get outshot. As right there was 3 down for Envy, so it's going to be left up to Dito for the next 7.5 seconds.
Ooh, beautiful stun, slowing down the progression with that run. The runner's got some help. Too Quick swooping into center map there, and that's a great play. Now he's contesting right to center map, but Stainville and Bob grab it out too quick with the nade shot, kill on the nade, and Caramel holding out this. This is going to be a hard push to stop right now.
This is
all
going
up to Dito again.
Exactly. It's going to be left up to Dito. Watching that backside over towards the firing range. He was able to get that stun off, able to take down one. Comes in. Dito with the great exchange, able to shut down two, but the flag is still back over there. Pikachu able to get the pickup and is yet to be able to make his move. Pikachu gets shut down there by Stainville, and this round is going to be over and end in a tie there for the first half. Great gameplay on both sides, but mostly the action has to be given there to Dito.
Dito came up big, carrying around that big denied stamp, slapping it all over the map as he came back and took care of that flag, not once but twice in 2 occasions, holding out up to 4 members of the opposition. Great plays by him.
As it almost seemed, there was a lot of great counter pulls going in there as well.
Yeah.
As every time Nade was able to get a pull, somebody was able to counter pull shortly after, or they were shut down by the opposition, better known as Dito.
Yeah, when you pull and you get a counter pull, the whole reasoning behind it is you don't want to just, sit in the back and wait. You want to have an opportunity, a bit of a buffer zone, and if you can pull the flag out of enemy opposition, you can give your team a chance to respawn or get back into position to help you to defend that flag or even recap your own.
As now we're back over here on board with Bob. They're kind of sitting back in spawn, and Pikachu with a nice headshot. They're taking him out from the side, pushes back down through the tunnels. He's going to get dropped there by Stainville. As now they're just kind of, again, waiting it out here back in spawn. I really haven't seen much action. It looks like they're just waiting for them to be able to push up here. It kind of falls into the idea that Collapse is probably a little bit more of an aggressive team. They're going to wait for an opening, try to drop a few of them, and then make a move.
Doing so very well so far. Pikachu picking up that nice over the head on the backside ammo crate there. Dito now last man alive to defend this flag. If he's not defending his run, he's defending his own flag, it seems. And look at this. Everybody on Team Envy has 10 kills right now.
That was just a strange moment.
Yeah.
I looked over at the scoreboard for just a moment, and all members from Envy have had 10 kills on the dot.
So now we're watching Too Quick as he's trying to escape, getting picked off by these stuns, slowing down his run. More stuns headed through the center of the map. One landing. He sees a bit of action right in the center of bottom 2, and finally getting taken out by a nade shot as he couldn't defend it for that much longer. Nade's now last man over there, and they're not able to get any sort of grasp on that area. And it does look like the flag is going to go back home, which it does.
As now, so that's going to be the case. So Pikachu slides in, able to pick up the flag. He's going to go ahead and try to cover his own flank. As right now he's going to start moving back over there towards the jungle side. He's got a teammate who's over inside of bottom wood. Still starting to be able to push up there. Dito able to shut him down from camo. Coming back over the top is going to be Too Quick. That was the person who was over in top wood. As now Nade Shot has the flag. And he'll get taken down there by Nade. And jumping into one another was Too Quick and Bob, but Stainville ends up coming in with a team kill. But it was just enough to be able to return the flag, and we're at 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to play here in the second half, as no caps have happened.
No, and just looking at the overall scoreboard, everybody is super even, almost 1-for-1 across the board, and that really shows you that this is a super even matchup. Both teams, not any team a little bit higher than the other, both just going 1-for-1, not having any luck. And Dito right there picking up 2 and then finally getting taken down by Pikachu. But Pikachu has been grabbing the flag quite a bit, just not at the right time. He's just trying to make a play happen, not waiting for the setup.
But what that does, I mean, it may not be at the right time, but sometimes what that does is it changes the focus for Envy. And it may not make that big of a splash, but at the same token, it's making a ripple.
Perfect analogy. I love it. But you're totally right. That pick on the flag, changes focus. If you've got 2-man deep trying to catch your flag or grab it, take it out, whatever, when you pull the flag out of position, now they've got to stop and think, well, wait, we got to turn around and make sure that this flag's not going to go, and the focus gets dropped from your own, and they're forced to put on the defensive mode.
Minute 5 left to play here in this capsule flag here on firing range. And I had the chance to be able to sit there and speak with Collapse for a moment.
Yep.
while I was getting a name clarification, but I was reading off the map list. They didn't even know getting into this match what the map list was, and each one of them they felt extremely confident about.
Yep.
And I could see it in their face. It wasn't just a comment. They truly felt confident about the game at hand. As right now, 35 seconds left to play. Still at both flags at each base, and Nate's shot picking up 2. As right, we're still on board here with Pikachu. Pikachu watching over there towards the bottom when he gets spotted there over by the jungle side. Continuing to be able to push up. This round looks like it's going to end up going into an overtime.
Overtime matchup. Always exciting, though.
And that's going to be the case. Let's go ahead and take advantage of it and look at the scoreboard right now. If we kind of give it a quick little glance, you can see how even this game has been. You've got 21 and 18, 18 and 16, 8 and 15 and 16. Those are the kills there for Envy. And then Pikachu sitting at 22, and Too Quick and Nate at 18 and 18, and then Caramel at 16 and 16.
Really even matchups here.
All the way across.
All the way across, even with returns, 2, 2, and 1, and then 2, 3, and 1. So both teams trying to grab flags, getting denied on the way home. That means just the setups are not where they need to be, or the defensive strategies are just a little bit better. And both sides of this map offer such different things. I want to make a prediction.
Oh, what?
Are you okay? So I'm thinking that the team that gets topside is going to be able to capture it a little bit quicker.
That's a general statement. I like that.
There you go.
Baby
wanted
steps.
predictions?
Baby steps.
Baby steps.
I'm gonna push you into it even further.
Uh-oh. Who's going to win the overall championship? Is that what you're going to ask?
We won't get to that point
okay.
yet. But so right now we're all tied up heading into this Capsule Flag overtime here on Firing Range here with Eon Envy and Collapse. And the general statement across the board, one of these teams are going to win.
There you go. Who would have thunk it? But if we look at each individual team there and kind of look at how their play styles were, we were seeing Collapse be more aggressive. They were just going and trying to make opportunities happen. Pikachu in particular was just going in, trying to grab the flag. Even though his team might not be in the perfect position to run it, he was still trying to make the opportunity, thinking that, luck might fall into his lap, or, people might be out of position, take advantage of that. What I would have liked to see happen was, maybe a push through middle, as we see Ego did that one game. It threw them off. He snuck in there, way out of position with his team, grabbed the flag, run up through middle, and it ended up in being very well for him.
I think what's going to end up happening in this matchup is they're either going to see a quick flag cap, or it's going to be extremely drawn out. There's going to be no middle ground here.
No.
As let's go ahead and get into the action with Eon Envy going up against a Collapse here in Raleigh, North Carolina for the winter bracket semifinals. We're still in game number 1. We're in overtime, though, here on Capsule Flag Firing Range.
At least you didn't make me explain the overtime rules again.
Hey, no, I
should just get a little sheet and we'll put it up here. It's a race, yada, 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 yada. Here we go. Go.
I figured, for those of you that are curious, and because I understand going through the whole rule set and having to go find what it's all about, sometimes it's better to put it out there. By now, though, if you're an avid viewer, which you should be, then
hopefully we've enticed you enough to
join
us continuously. Especially, hey, Call of Duty's on. Oh, gotta watch it.
Yep. Nope, that's exactly what happens.
Exactly.
All right, so we're going to be kicking this one off with...
We got a dedication, actually.
We got a dedication here in this overtime Capture the Flag. We're going to go ahead and use an Astros listen-in here on Eon Envy and from Hitmarkers FTL. If you want to be able to make a request, go ahead and send it to our Twitters at NBHolidayDoc or consider it done. Let's go ahead and listen in.
He's bottom wood right now. It's Caramel. Caramel's bottom wood.
Oh, I knifed him, dude. He's out of flag. Hands top wood. Two going for flag.
There's one more.
Another one around the corner, Bob.
Good kill. I stand.
Alright. Nade, push for the flag.
Right here, Wood's really good. Who just threw that nade? There's a guy at Wood.
I stun the guy at jungle.
I don't see him.
Alright, we're good.
I see him.
He's there. There you go.
He's sitting in red. He's in red. Stay alive.
Stay alive. Jungle right now. He's at the barrel. Two barrels.
All your focus is on jungle
Two
right
and 3 jungle. He's already at the rock to your left. He's already at the rock to your left. Careful.
Yeah, you gotta be careful right here.
I'm gonna pull middle.
Nice. There we go. That was 3 down.
I got your back.
That was 3 down.
One's going down C Street stun.
I got you, baby. Let's go.
Right,
One's C Street stun.
You gotta cut that jungle. Be smart right here.
Hey, is anybody here?
C-Dom, pick him up.
There we go. Let's go.
233 on the clock.
Good stuff.
Swag.
All day long.
I was struggling.
Wow, I think I may have got a prediction right, or something right.
No, you made the comment that said that there probably or hasn't been utilized yet was that middle region, and that's exactly what happened there. So right there, I think the 2 minutes and 33 seconds.
I got 2:34.
You got 2:34. We'll have to get the
official time.
That's the official time at the desk.
Okay, the official holiday docket.
And we're right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if the official sees otherwise, then
doesn't matter.
You can talk to I don't know, because it really doesn't matter.
Oh, it was 2:34. We just got word. So
nice.
This guy.
That guy.
So, second half here, I'm just going to quickly, briefly explain exactly how this works. As you know, we've seen that they captured the flag at 2:34. So now they've switched sides, and it's a race. The opposite team either has to.
Oh, you're going to explain it for us?
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
So he's going to have to. They're going to have to beat that time, or Envy is going to have to capture the flag first and resulting in the win. But overtime CTF is very stressful. You don't want to play too overly aggressive defensively, because if you stick too many people back, you're going to get spawned on. And now that they're at the bottom side of the firing range, it's very difficult to respawn and get back to your flag quickly.
The general consensus is trying to find that opening, and that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
It's what happens is they'll play normal like they normally would for capture the flag, but once that opening is even a glimpse, if there's just a little bit of light, they'll figure out a way to make their move.
Yeah,
and it's just a little bit more of a if there's a risk, but if there's a reward, they'll take it regardless of wherever they're at.
All right, so jumping right on board, we are with Caramel as he just chooses to run this AK with the grip and steady aim, which I'm a fan of. Anytime you're trying to play a very objective role type of game style, you want to be able to rely on that straight hip fire, and I think it'll help him out here. But he's just got to make it into the backside. Be a Bob and Dito denying all attempts on the jungle, and it looks like nobody's in backside ammo. He's got some help. They've started to respawn, but he's got to wait up here. It's going to be dangerous if he just runs in there and tries to grab flag.
As you can see, he's just kind of waiting this one area out, waiting for his teammates to be able to get something started here. He's got a pull. They're going to try to be able to go long area, and he's going to get shut down as well as Caramel is trying to be able to push in. And here's a quick pull coming in here from Eon Envy as they saw an opportunity. As Nade was here from Collapse, who was just holding back in his spawn, peeks back out. As he's just going to, again, hold there inside of the bathrooms, waiting for his teammates to be able to respond.
Bob had an opportunity there to grab the flag, but he decided to whip out his handgun. And, I see a lot of pros use this style. They want to get that extra mobility and run around with their handgun if they're using an assault rifle. But quite honestly, there's a period of time where you should be using your assault rifle. And anytime you're grabbing the flag, make sure the area is clear before you start trying to get the mobility advantage. And I think that just cost them a possible opportunity there.
Well, it's a possible opportunity to close it out early.
Yes.
As right now they're
3 down.
They basically have that upper hand, but Caramel's making the run. As he's got the flag, they're going to go ahead and force him to spawn over there towards that seaside. Let's go ahead and take a look here on the. They're already up in top 10. Still being able to push up here. And Dito takes down Pikachu as the flag is being pushed across. This is going to be almost comes across as Bob takes down Caramel and returns the flag. And just like that, that was Nade Shot who came in there to be able to get the return.
Wow.
But that was
blinking
Dito,
close.
who was
Blinking
able.
close.
That was just. Oh, I love it. As 2 minutes and 40 seconds here in the round, that's going to go ahead and do it here. As that's, you see right there, the end is going to go there for Eon Envy, picking it up in overtime.
That came down within, I think, 5 or 6 feet within the flag, if I can guesstimate correctly with the mini-map coordinates there, but it was super close. Came down to a really nice play at the last bit. Those stuns from Stainville off his respawn, I truly believe held that flag off long enough to get this whole win out of here on overtime.
And so for me, for just that game was Dito. Every bit of it was Dito.
Dito, man, came up huge with some numbers and great plays. Very clutch player.
Envy's leading this series here in the winter bracket semifinals, 1-0 here against Collapse. Can they continue to be able to be dominant as they have and gel as great of a team as they have? The chemistry is there. Can they continue it here in this next matchup? We'll be right back here in just a moment. As right now, Eon Envy's leading this matchup 1-0 here over Collapse in the winter bracket semifinals here at the 2011 Major League Gaming Pro Circuit here for Call of Duty Black Ops. I'm Corey Dunn alongside Holiday Doc as we're about to get underway with the Search and Destroy on Havana.
I've been really enjoying Havana Search and Destroy lately. The swap outs we seen yesterday. I hope that's used again because it's such a powerful tactic if it's used right. And we just seen a little bit of a missed delay. The guy who was grabbing flag sensor, like you say, was getting there early, just not planting the bomb over.
He made a great attempt to be able to push around towards that backslide over towards the A-bomb side. But let's go ahead and hop into the action here for Search and Destroy on Havana. But one of the things that we're making the comment of is whenever they were heading over there towards that A-bomb site, he did a great job utilizing that Marathon Pro to be able to get back there, but he was unable to get the bomb planted. Or there's one round that it was very significant, and it was 3 rounds of attempts going towards that side. I do recall one round that was actually positive, but as of course we weren't ready to get started. We had comments to make, so we went ahead and stopped the game.
Host ended the game, man. GG, no re. Hold it up.
That was my bad.
Yeah, sorry. But, we didn't have an opportunity. We were going to touch on it earlier in a Search and Destroy game about another tactic that is commonly used at LAN events and sometimes through online search tournaments where they allow, for online search tournaments, how they third-person peek is party chat. And it's allowed with the MLG tournaments that are based on S&D, and what people like to do in tournaments. Oh, this is the guy who went on the wrong team.
This is the reason why the host
did it. This guy right here.
That guy. Do you know who that guy is?
I don't know who that is. Who is he?
You don't know who that guy is?
No.
Are you serious? You don't know who that guy is?
Hey, man, I know gamer tags. I don't know faces quite yet. With every team, that's a lot of players. Do you know who it is? Drawing a blank. Just what I thought. So back to third person.
I think it's Nade.
Okay, so back to third person peeking. Because
that's Caramel. I know that.
Okay.
And Pikachu's down at the end. Man, I am drawing a blank. I apologize, guys. But what you were mentioning about the third person view, and for other games in the past, they would use functions like a fade to black, and so you would. But to go ahead, I like the idea. Because everything needs to be non-subjective.
Sure.
And there has to be no way of, he accidentally hit the spectate mode.
Yep.
And so what they do is they allow that third-person view And so what teammates will do is they'll whenever they're dead, they'll go ahead and go into a third-person view, and so they can see around. So, for instance, if a person's trying to plant the bomb, they can go into a third-person view, and they can see around to see who's getting that bomb planted. And really, some of the things that you need to take in consideration, especially on our end, is who's playing next to who.
Yeah. You know, it makes a big deal as well that all these headsets are linked together. And look at this. Too Quick made it all the way over to A. He's getting a glimpse here. Two guys are in front of him. One's headed to Castro. One's on the sidewall. Grabbing a two-piece.
Wow.
Dito and Bob go down. Oh, taken up from behind by Nate Shot. Caramel comes up big, saving the day, getting over there. He's grabbing the bomb. And this is a dangerous situation. If you can get A, A's one of those risk rewards. If you can get it planted, it's very difficult to get it defused.
That was the difference between what Sensor was doing and what Too Quick just did. He pushed up, cleared out the area, and played aggressive and made the action happen as they were able to get that bomb planted. And Caramel going all the way to the other bomb site and trying to be able to clear things out. He's probably going to try to wrap all the way back around. This, unless he knew exactly where he was at and made a call out, this is actually going to pan out for him in the end. But wow, in a 1 versus 1 to go all that way, again, unless there was a call out.
He ran a circle.
It's difficult. If he was just making that maneuver on his own, I disagree. But if there's some type of mention that Stainville was on the other side, I'd take it. Now, I'm going to backtrack a little bit on what I just said, but because he knew that Stainville had to be in that region somewhat, but not that concisive, not that confident in how he was maneuvering.
All right, so we're going to take a look over on Eon Envy's side of things. They're choosing to kind of pause up and wait to feel out B to see how it's going to work out. They've got one guy clear in the area. Bomb Planter's coming in behind, and he does get a pick here. Too Quick goes down, and they've got one other contestant. I see a little bit of a red mark headed on the backside of the alleyway, so there is one other person they have to worry about. Oh, center cop car on the yellow dumpster is being taken out. They're not able to nail him down, and it looks like he's going to go for the bomb plant.
As Bob's being able to move up here, able to take down Nade as they're going to go get that bomb planted. As now the bomb is down inside of that B-bomb, so it's going to be down to a 2-on-2. Caramel and Pikachu going up against Bob and Nade Shot. Caramel was the one that made that very bold move. Let's see if he's able to take this one out. Man. Caramel able to take down Bob. As now it's going to be left up to Nade Shot. Nade Shot shooting from up above and unable to connect, as he's going to have to lounge out on that balcony and watch this round unfold, as this round's going to be picked up here by Collapse. It's going to be 2-0 now.
Yeah, Nade Shot kind of shot a little bit earlier there. I'm not sure if he had enough room to get the kill, but it kind of ended up not in his favor, and they weren't able to hold on to the bomb once they planted. A little bit of a misstep, it seemed. After they planted the bomb, he wasn't able to secure the area, and he chased for the kill, if that makes sense.
Right now we should see Pikachu already pushing over here towards that A-bomb site, and right off the start we have Nade Shot taking down Caramel. And Pikachu, nice shot through the railing there to be able to start things off here for Collapse, but it's going to be down to a 2-on-3. As Nade Shot's been able to pick up his second kill of the game. Pikachu through the glass as he picks up his second kill with the FAMAS, as now it's going to be down to a 2-on-2 as the battle goes on there between Pikachu, as Nade Shot now has been able to pick up his third kill, as that was going to be down to a 1-on-2. Pikachu spots one. 40 seconds left here on the round timer. Coming around, it's going to be down. Who's going to get the ace? It's going to be Pikachu or Bob,
so close,
or Pikachu or Nade Shot, and Nade Shot picks up the ace and finishes that one off, as it was just a battle of who could slay more. And Nade Shot, as you can see at the end, it comes down to a firefight. They utilize both a magazine each, and it just seems like his hits a little bit harder.
That was so close, man. Could you imagine Pikachu coming out on the win on that gunfight? It would have been amazing.
And Pikachu had some great shots through the railing, through the window, and then almost being able to pick up the round. And early in the round, Too Quick going to shut down Stainville. Last time Too Quick was on the defensive, he got dropped early. This time he's answering back quickly, as again right now it's 2-1 here in favor of Collapse here over Envy. As we're back over here with Dito. Dito spots one, unable to connect, as he's going to have to go ahead and fall back now.
Yeah, he didn't have enough leeway to get the full kill. He threw some markers down, but too quick. It's such a powerful shot over there, you know, nailing down the first kills on Stainville, backside of the entrance, and now, you know, fending off Dito through the L alley here. So both sides, whoa! And then nailing out Dito from top of there. He got 3 kills this round now.
As it's just a game of aces, as now Bob is battling it out, and Nade comes in, and he's going to clean that one out. But Too Quick picks up the hat trick in the round. As right now, this is coming out, and this has really just been a TDM for the most part, other than that one first round that we watched with Caramel wrapping all the way around in that 1v1 against Stainville.
So far, yeah, it's just been a matter of either a rush to get to the action or a pause and a more laid-back progression, and both ways are not seemingly working for Envy. Time to change up the routes.
As again, it's 3-1, 1 round away here for Collapse to be able to take this one. As right now we're back over here on board now with Caramel. Caramel, the bomb carrier, pushing over here towards that B bomb side. They've put a lot of focus over towards the A side. Now they're switching things up, putting a lot of action over here towards the B side. As Nade's shot is now the LMS, the last man standing. He's sitting at 7-3 right now. If it's possible, he's going to be the one to be able to do it. It's down to a 1 versus 2 now against Caramel and Nade, as 35 seconds left here on the bomb timer. As again, we're still back on board here with Caramel. Nade's shot has been spotted and taken down there by Nade. They take this one 4-1 here for Collapse there on Search and Destroy on Havana.
It was a good play. One thing I did notice about Stainville is he was rushing to points that he didn't have the first advantage on, and he got caught a little bit in the movements or on the sprint or on the run, and you know it's a part of the game. Search and Destroy, though, it seems like the Collapse has it nailed down. You know, they've been playing well. I do recall from the leverage game that they played on Search and Destroy that they had some huge plays on there as well. So this is definitely a game type that they're used to and confident with. And you know, momentum. You know, you talked about it a little bit earlier in how well it focuses you on the next game, whether it's you know, regrouping and working away from a loss, or even picking up from a great win and moving forward on that. But if you want to leave your comments, you can hit us up on Facebook.com/MLGPro. And if you got any suggestions, anything you want to see, hit us up on Twitter.com/MLG, #MLG Raleigh. Or if you're into the StarCraft stuff, make sure you're chatting with all the pros on there, TeamLiquid.net/MLG, or join us on the Redder conversation. And we are just going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with more action right after this.
All right, so welcome back to the 2011 Major League Gaming Pro Circuit. I'm checking in on some of the different Twitter posts and Twitter updates, as you've got your Sony Ericsson Xperia play to check it out as well. But the first 2 matchups have already been underway. There are the first 2 game types, as that's going to bring us to domination on firing range. We're all tied up at 1 here in the winner bracket semi-finals.
You know, I got a little homesick with my Sony Ericsson last night, and I was playing Minecraft. I decided to remodel my igloo from back home in Canada. It actually turned out fairly nice.
I'm happy that it did, and we can, as we're about to get back underway here with domination firing range, and we'll see how this one's going to be able to pan out here. Let's go and hop into the action right now, as we're going to be on board here with Nade Shot coming in here for Eon Envy.
It's going to be interesting to see what their opening route is. A lot of teams have changed up their style. Some people going directly for A, which it looks like they are. And Nade Shot's actually pausing to get the pickup, and he wasn't able to hold on to the pickup. Nice stun, delaying that recap. And Nade following up with another shot on A, delaying them even farther. Great plays by Collapse so far. I really like what they're doing here.
Being able to start off strong right off the bat there, as you can see that the C and B domination site belong to Collapse. But Envy coming back in, going straight for that C domination side. Pikachu able to drop 2.
Now Bob's kind of stuck up here, top 10. Stainville taking care of business over on C, denying that recap attempt by Collapse. Too quick, denying the opportunity on B as well. And Nade picking up Stainville from top 10 here. Dito's last man alive. He's got help on A, but they need to get another flag cap here and start to really turn the tides if they want to pick up on a win here and focus and get back into the game.
Already a minute left, minute into the game, and we have 12 points coming in now. 12-point deficit, that is, here for Envy. As right now we're back on board here with Dito. They're trying to be able to pick up the... he looks like he's tagging that A domination side. He will try to be able to make an effort, but doing it all by himself. He'll get taken down there by Caramel.
Yeah, Nade's shot and Bob both picking up 1, and the action is flipped into center of the white room. We're going to do a quick listen in, see how this is all panning out for everybody on this team, and we're going to jump on board, I believe, with Collapse in the listen in. So enjoy this. It's provided to you by Astro.
There's 2 on it.
Stun him, you can.
Back trailer. I'm stunned.
Back trailer. Good job. 2 down, 2 down. Back trailer, back trailer.
Back trailer, he's still sitting on the barrel.
We need control of trailer.
It's behind the Heckler's back trailer. Stainville's back trailer. Stainville back trailer.
Front 10, bottom 10.
You might go top 10.
Nice.
In trailer. In trailer on A.
I got wood, you need to see.
In trailer, in trailer. In trailer, 1 shot. Someone flank that kid. Alright, last kid's nerd shot.
Get on B with him, hurry up.
Behind you. Fuck me.
Watch A, watch A.
Spawn up top. They're spawning up top.
Just get a pre-nade on A. They're on A. Hey.
I can't hit on A, but I try. How's my fault?
Why'd you go over, man? Come on, play smart, guys.
Be in the truck. He's just camping the truck.
Why are you
cold? Because I didn't know where he was.
Who cares, dude?
Stay alive. Just relax, Pikachu, man.
One kid stunned mid. One kid stunned mid. I stunned a kid missing way. He's half wall. Half wall, 1 shot. Someone flank that kid. 2 down. Let's go. One kid's probably top wood.
Securing Bravo.
Top
Bottom wood.
Pilot.
Top wood.
Oh, I thought you got him off top wood.
No, I told you guys top wood. Don't hop on that.
Yeah, my fault. I thought you got him.
Come on. We're fucking up. Let's go.
Get on A then.
We're being dominated.
They're nading A, they're nading A.
On C down.
Securing C.
No, bump. Get off, get off. Go, we gotta play as a team. Get wood control.
Yeah, I'm going wood right now.
Let's go.
Camo. Fuck, he's back runway.
Dude, there's 2. They spawned there. No, 1 more. Nice kill.
I'm hopping on that.
Mid. He's going mid.
3 down, 3 down. Watch your top. I got a jungle spawn.
They're gonna spawn. Back trailer.
Get tired!
Let's go. 2 down.
2 down, 2 down. 3 down, let's go. Let's get naded you from where?
I don't know. He got him.
Nice cap. 3 cap. Reversal. Let's go.
Alright, everybody stay alive. Get woods. Who hasn't it? Get woods.
Trailer, yo.
Back trailer, man. Back trailer.
Back trailer, top 10. And mid-map. Nade B.
Nade B.
I already got the nade on C.
Why?
It's alright, dude.
Oh, yeah, at least he saved C. He saved C. Sorry, he saved C. Go back
Someone
to
go to A. Someone go to A. I got C. I got to stop from C.
They're all by C.
Nade shot, you suck!
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hop on.
Last kid's gonna nade it.
Securing B.
There he is.
Stay alive.
He's
BG. Don't even hop on it. Don't even hop on it.
Securing B.
87, make that 89 to 77 so far, as right now we have a lead is in favor of Collapse currently with a minute 20 left to play here in the game here on Domination firing range. And this really has, other than the matchup on Surgeon Joy Havana, this is really what this matchup, this series has all been about. It's been tight, it's been close. Both teams, it's been worth watching, and the reason why they're both in the winner bracket semifinals.
Now, you mentioned while we were doing the listen in that you really enjoyed Too Quick's style of play. What is it about him in particular that you find that is doing so well?
One of the things, like for me, it's very similar in how I play. It's the right mentality. The difference between him and I is he can hit his shots, and I can't. But more of it's I can see how he's playing. I know what he's about to do. Okay. I know where he's about to go.
You can relate to him.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that's what a lot of it comes down to it.
That was a really good first half here. You know, we've seen Collapse take the lead early on, but dwindling away from that lead, Envy here has taken every bit of it and put it back to even ground, you know, tied up, using that reset button that was used so often yesterday. And now we're going to go into the second half at almost a clean slate, you know, putting a little bit more pressure on both of these teams, as it's 109-111, and really great job from Eon Envy, you know, taking that lead away and taking everything that Collapse had started to do and take away that momentum.
So that 2-point lead is huge for Eon Envy. No?
No.
I was wrong?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, we're starting all over, starting fresh. It's got 6.5 minutes to really be able to make a difference. And like we said, of course, the 2-point lead is just starting all over again.
Yeah, a 2-point lead, absolutely nothing. And it kind of reminds me of a 1-flag lead. And, you know, people say that a 1-flag lead is still the lead, but, you know, for me, it's not enough of a buffer zone to keep safe. And you always want to push for more. You always want to keep going after the objective and going after those points. So the second half, you got to watch out for the start. Collapse came out of the start of the gate on that first half super strong. They denied all attempts at grabbing A off the start, forced their spawn back down to bottom range, and then basically slaughtered them as they had to come off of the respawn route. So if we can change that a little bit, you know, see Eon Envy use that same sort of tactic, and we'll see a much better second half to this game.
One of the things that I had a lapse, I apologize, but one of the things is hosting on LAN.
Yes.
How big of a difference does that make? I know a lot of other games hosting does make a difference, but how much of a difference does it make it for Call of Duty Black Ops?
I've never heard anybody complain or say anything, whether it's a benefit or a disadvantage. So I'm going to say that it's almost like it doesn't matter at all. I could be wrong. You know, I haven't had the opportunity to play against anybody. And in fact, nobody's taken us up on that challenge. So.
I've never, well, we'll have to see if anybody wants to take us on in a 2v2. But let's go ahead and hop into the action here in the second half. A 2-point lead here for Eon Envy over Collapse here in the second half for Domination Firing Range, as we're all tied up here in the series. And what?
3-piece nade on A, get smacked. Wow, that was terrible. All of them lined up on A, nobody realizing that the throw potential was there and just laying down.
As you can see right now, Stateville just slides in, and he's just going to go ahead and be able to pick up this all by himself. Gets the A domination site all by himself, slides back in. Here comes Pikachu, able to take out one. As right now, Stainville, they've already, that quick, a triple cap coming in here for Eon Envy.
Such a different Eon Envy team than we see at the first half of this game. Completely changing the start routes and the start mentalities. You know, great nade. Kind of led the way for the rest of this match, and they started to lose B. It was just a bit of a love tap. Nade Shot and Stainville both taking out one each, and now they're floating back over to A. Too Quick taking out Nade Shot. Stainville back on the A flag, and Bob taking care of business as well. So it's just kind of a race for this triple cap again.
As right there, Stainville going to get taken down there from Nade. He's been able to pick up two. Caramel able to answer back as well. Tito's going to go ahead and drop a nade over there, as he's able to pick up the car bomb.
Yeah, and they got a nice spawn right now. Both backside Washroom and backside White Trailer holding it down. Lots of ease of access to get back to B. 3 go down, though, in favor of Envy. So they got to watch this B flag. Nade Shot coming up big with that flag. But they had a quick float on to make sure that B stayed intact, and they grabbed it away from him.
And so right now you can see Nate Shot trying to be able to pick up this A domination site all by himself. And he'll be able to do so. So now the A and C both belong here to Envy. And he'll be able to slide in there, as right now you've got a quick look there. And,
triple cap.
They're going to be able to try to be able to pick up that. And that is going to be a triple cap coming in, as they'll be able to answer back, though. So now the A domination site belongs here over to Collapse. As right now they've got a 30-point lead so far here in favor of Envy.
You got to know that Collapse is probably sweating a bit here, trying to work their way back. They're not having as much luck as the first half, but Pikachu answering that call. Nade following up, 3 down for Team Envy right now. They got to watch out for that B flag, make sure that they don't lose away. And look at this, they had a triple cap that went down.
So now we're on board here with Too Quick, who decides to go ahead and hop up here. As he's going to be able to take a look over here and help his teammate out over on that B domination site. As I believe he may even be up on the sniper's nest up there in the top tower. Actually, I take that back. He is over there towards the bottom wood. They got one bottom wood and one top wood. They're trying to be able to cover over there towards that A domination site. Pikachu able to take out one caramel as well. A lot of action happening elsewhere. Too Quick, though, he's still holding down his ground. And as soon as it comes time, he's through the call of duty, if you will. He doesn't come out and help out.
Yeah, Too Quick, I think, was just trying to hold down anchor spawns a little bit more, making sure he's still in that center position, not allowing them to get into top 10, which is a dangerous position here, denying it once, but not able to hold on to it twice. Stainville picking up the kill, Bob picking up Pikachu on A, and now it's going to be Nade who is going to race over there and try to make something happen here, and it looks like he did catch a bit of the payback, but Bob flopped around and got the kill first. That was an epic turn on.
As right now the C domination side has been picked up. 11 make that a 13-point lead so far here for Envy. But you got to give it up to Collapse, who's been able to answer back and narrow down that deficit. As now the B and A, well, just as I was trying to mention, that domination side gets picked back up there, as the A side seems to be the community domination side.
Yeah, everybody's floating back over there. Spawns are, both upside washroom and backside on the pass. So it's like a continuous aggression point, or a place on the map where you're always going to be contending with somebody in front of you. So got to watch out for it. Nade picking up a nice kill on Dito in backside white trailer, and it looks like he's going to be watching for the spawns here as they head towards C. So it's going to be Nade's job to try and stop this attempt and hold on to this triple cap yet even longer.
As right now we're taking a look here, as you can see Nade, who's just done a great job so far, and they have the lead right now. Yep. They've got a 20-point lead as of right now, with 1:25 left to play here on Domination Firing Range. As you can go ahead and see, they've got their setup, and Bob found an opening as he will take out one, and now it looks like they're going to go ahead and rotate back around. Too Quick through the wall, gets shut down there by Nade Shot, as now they've got almost a 30-point lead with a minute left to play. 36 points per minute is what we're looking at.
So it looks like the possible 36 points there. So it doesn't actually look like Eon Envy is going to come out on top of this match. Collapse doing a much better job in the second half here, holding the triple cap for much longer than Eon Envy did, and capitalizing on every single mistake. I see a lot of hip fire come from Collapse, though, and they've been benefiting it so far in this matchup. Nade actually picking up a kill there. Dito grabbing not one but two. Stainville finishing off the third, yet this is already in the bag. Collapse has pulled out the victory here, and we're going to be pushing on to the next map, which is CTF on Summit.
And so right there, that's going to mean that Collapse has been able to pick up 2 here over Envy. As Capture the Flag Firing Range was the closest point that we've seen Envy come into this one, as right now, Collapse is looking good so far. As you can see, that's Pikachu, that's right there in front of you. Just all around, just the excitement, the adrenaline that they're on. But again, their shots have never been a question.
Yeah.
Whether they can hit their shots or not, that has not been a question. But let's go ahead and take a quick break, as we'll be back with Capture the Flag on Summit here in just a moment.
Five caps. Five caps.
Seriously.
I'm so fucked. I can do everything. Slay.
Like, I'm not saying you
camp,
guys to do the wrong thing.
Support.
Try
We
3-1
lost,
so I can
obviously
take my
whatever you
piss.
guys were saying wasn't working.
Looking nervous, boy. They're looking nervous, boy. Look at them. Looking nervous, boy.
I just chugged this shit.
Looking nervous,
Bigger
boy.
two. What?
I'm hired.
Bigger two went. Nice.
Yo,
Yeah, I couldn't even
Parasite,
say it.
camp.
I don't think you're saying how bad.
All right, so welcome back to the 2011 Major League Gaming Pro Circuit here for Call of Duty Black Ops. Right now, Eon Envy has to figure out a way to be able to come back and answer the call here as they're down 2-1 here in the winter bracket semifinals here against Collapse. And they'll have to try to be able to even this one back up on Capture the Flag on Summit. But so far, who have been some of the dominant players here for Collapse?
Well, we've seen some really good shots come from Too Quick. You know, he played more of a passive role in the later part of that second round of Damo, but he was still holding down a very valuable position, making sure nobody was getting into top 10 or bottom 10. We also seen Pikachu come up huge with some grenades, Bob with a huge three-piece nade holding off the opposition trying to get A, and it looked like it was starting off to be a very good second round, but they weren't able to hold on to that momentum that they gathered up there.
So let's go ahead and hop into the Capture the Flag on Summit here in the fourth game type here with Eon Envy going up against Collapse. Collapse leading this one 2-1.
And we are jumping right on board with Eon Envy and Nadeshot and his team here, both choosing to run straight down mid, backing up a bit, letting Stainville lead the way a little bit. It looks like he is running oh, beautiful nade, the overhead from Dito, landing out a quick 2-kill lead, and they're going to be pushing up heavily here, both on the rail side and center through the map.
As Nadeshot spots one, chasing him down, trying to be able to connect, but he was stunned out there by Caramel, and Caramel hops back out, able to take him out as right now, again, we're back over here with Bob. Bob's going to get taken down, as well as two of his teammates here by Too Quick. All four are down. Too Quick able to pick up a three-piece, two from a nade and one from his FAMAS. He's lethal right now as Nade has been able to get the flag. He's the OBJ here for Collapse, making his moves, trying to be able to push back over here through this main control, as now Pikachu has been able to pick up the flag and make his move. Too Quick coming back around, trying to be able to help out his teammate. That was these nades still coming back around. He's going to be able to help him out as well. Pikachu somehow staying alive, but then getting taken down there by Bob, and the flag has been returned.
Wow. So that was a heavy push. Lots of relays trying to get that flag all the way back, and we have confirmed that Nade is actually Apathy, and just a little bit of a name change here, it seems.
I believe I saw that at the last event as well. His name was Nade for some time whenever he was playing. He went by Apathy for a little bit, but then he did change his name to Nade. So, but for those of you that are questioning who is this, that is Apathy. But we'll continue to call him by Nade. That's his name that he's going by in-game. I'm going to respect that, and I'm going to keep with it.
All right, so back on board Too Quick, big producer so far in this game. He's been, pulling out the most important plays when it seems they're necessary. Grabbing some of these flags, pulling them downrange, and supporting his players on the way back, but not able to hold off against Stainville there as he contested through the top side of gold or top glass, whatever you want to call it. Nade now with back-to-back kills, and it looks like this flag is wide open, but Dito in the way of that road home.
He always seems to be right there at the right time. Dito, we've seen what he was able to do on Capture the Flag on firing range, and he's doing it again, just this time, and the difference is, well, no, he's just doing it again. He's doing what he does best.
Exactly. Now 3 more go down on Team Eon Envy. This is the 4th time they've had 3 down, and if you want to count that 4 down as well, it is it's happening way too often. They're throwing themselves into engagements that are leaving themselves wide open, and they're not able to recuperate off the spawns here. Now, Bob, I don't know what
I don't know what
there.
was Nade was doing. Bob was marked, and he knew where he was at on the radar, and he had to have known that he was going to get taken out. I don't know. That's just maybe a mind blank moment.
The mind blanking. It's just throughout this whole event here, we don't know what's going on. It's confusing all at once, but Caramel, nice shot on Stainville, even though he was suffering from the grenade of the stun. And now Caramel's pushed up here, is looking at this flag, but he's always got to be careful. Tito, like he said, is always in the way, and he did get taken out there by a nade shot. So attempts here, these CTF games are very close, and just like the first map.
Minute 20 left to play here in the first half here on Capture the Flag on Summit, as right now we're back over here with Nade, better known as Apathy, who's starting to be able to push here through that mid-range. Back over here, it looks like he's going to regroup with his teammate here in the top control. Comes in at the right time, but Pikachu finishes off Dito, and still being able to maneuver back around, find somebody proned out and was able to connect, but Bob comes in from the side, able to take down Nade, as here's Caramel watching around towards that bottom, towards that main control.
So that was the first time that Collapse here has had more than 2 members down at any point. 3 go down all at once and forces the respawn back. And yet we still have yet to see a successful pull from the Envious team here.
30 seconds left here in the first half. As right now, I want to take a quick look here. So far, Envy has yet to get a pull this entire time.
It's difficult to do when these guys are setting themselves up so well, defending the routes, making sure that if the engagement's going to happen, it's going to happen in the center of the map. That allows them to work off the respawns if they do go down. The 7.5 seconds is allowing them to get back on track and push the engagement back into B.
Most of the action has happened, like you said, you mentioned, is in that top control, but at the same token, the other part of the main part of the action has been happening in Envy's spawn. And so that's where the battle has been most of the time. They've never really forced any type of pressure onto Collapse back in their own spawn. That's the reason why they probably didn't even catch a glimpse of what the flag looks like. They probably even forgot by now.
They very well could have forgotten about the flag, but more focused on just surviving long enough to get over there. But we're going to switch back over, see if Eon Envy can make anything happen, but too quick. Caramel and Pikachu denying that as all 4 members drop to the ground. Devastating. All I can say.
As right now, again, they're smart. A great play here by Collapse. They didn't try to push right in to be able to get that flagpole. They were waiting for them to try to respawn, force them back around. You can't just hop right into it because they would get completely counterpulled and or overextended in the point where that Envy would be able to get a quick pull out of them as well.
Yeah, overextending and thinning yourself out is going to leave you in a bad shape. So, better to hold off on the initial push, especially when it came from the middle of the map.
Right.
You're not really in the center part. You're not in the opportune or most opportune place or position to grab. So, I agree with their decision there not to get too overzealous.
4 minutes left to play as, again, so far the score is 0-0. Seems very similar from Capture the Flag on firing range. As right now they're starting to be able to push up there. The AK-74U from Dito, as he's just defending back in his own spawn, waiting for his teammates to start to respawn, start to push up here.
We really are seeing way more use out of this gun than last event.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, and I actually enjoy seeing a variety of weapons. I'm sure people at home would love to see that type of variety happen. And a lot of people ask questions, why is it always the FAMAS versus the FAMAS? And I'll take this time to kind of explain it quickly, just to let the casual viewers understand. When you go into a competition of the highest class members who play this game overall, you want to set yourself up for success, and that means using the best weapon possible. The FAMAS has the best fire rate. It shoots faster than any of the SMGs, so it allows you to get the most damage downrange as quick as possible.
As right now we got 3 minutes left to play, make that 250, and both Pikachu and Bob both have the opposing flags. As you can see right now, we've been on board with Bob for quite some time now. He's back over in his own spawn. And we've also got Pikachu, who's over in his own spawn as well. So we can probably take a look here. This is probably going to be a little bit dry here, a little bit stale at this point as we wait for something to happen. A lot of the action is going to happen there in the middle part of the map.
Yeah, you know, you want to be chasing with the guy who's, chasing after the opposition flag. You know, being on that front line, it shows you a little bit more of the map and what's going on. Bob now just placing himself on the back barrels. His right is taken care of. He's got 2 members over there. His left is a little bit open there, and then we're going to see his teammate transfer over in that direction. He's got some help. Both team in a bit of a stalemate. Not sure what either team is going to do here, and both playing the sticks very cautiously.
Minute 45 here to play. As you can see here, Bob has been at a standstill here long enough to be able to hold back in there. Pikachu in the other spawn. I'd really like to take a moment to kind of look around through each one of these players to get an idea of where we're at. You can see Nate's shot starting to be able to push up here because Bob and Pikachu are both in their own spawn. Stainville working over here towards the summit side. He looks like he's giving a little bit more cover fire for Bob.
Yep, Bob still playing that defensive role. Stainville is being the guard to that man, and Stainville now forced to push up here. Somebody's tucked into A. He's throwing some range or throwing some fire into him. Stainville picks up the easy kill as his teammate throws up his teammate, and then Stainville jumped off the edge there, missed his jump, and that's too bad. Oh, Dito with the nade, doesn't land. Oh, wow. Just missed, it looks like.
I don't think it was cooked long enough for it to really make a difference. He probably saw it come over the top, and he was able to move out of the way. Either way, it didn't hit. And so Pikachu's in the back. They know exactly where he's at. And Tito's on the chase, but you know that Pikachu's aware he's going to try to be able to get away from here. 40 seconds left here in the round. Bob is still in the back of their own spawn, and Tito is putting down some damage as he's trying to be able to wrap around. He spots Pikachu, and Pikachu able to retaliate, and they're going to have to be able to back away. 30 seconds left here in the round, and as you can see right there, Tito connects there into too quick, and Tito finally goes down. Wow, as Dito almost made a great effort at trying to be able to pick up this round, as right now you know that they're going to open up the floodgates and try to be able to make a move, and that's not going to happen here. That was the only opportunity that they could have had. They don't have enough time now, and this one is going to end in a standstill 0-0, means we're going to do it all over again and capture the flag. Overtime. Explain it for me. No,
oh, man. Hey, Stainville, mistakes were made, bro. He jumped off the edge there twice. But Dito, I want to talk about Dito. If he had a few more seconds or maybe another teammate to maybe change the focus off him, I think he could have had that flag just a couple more seconds. He did a beautiful job of clearing out that topside spawn, swooping around, and he was just so close to getting it.
He put so much pressure there on Pikachu, which forced him out of that spawn, which made him vulnerable. At that point, like you said, if he had somebody else to work with there in that latter part of the round, they would have been able to pick him off, maybe even get the return and then get the flag cap, and then we wouldn't be doing this overtime again. But that's going to be the case.
Such a close matchup here.
A great job, though. I'm going to go even further back in that round whenever we got to the stalemate. As soon as Bob was able to get that pull, and he had a great run. He could have gone all the way summit side, and that opening was there. But then his teammates were able to get shut down there by collapse. Pikachu, at the same time, whenever his teammates were getting those kills, he got the counter pull, and they rotated around each other, and that's where we got to where we were.
It was some great plays all around. But Dito, man, he's coming up huge so far in this event. Big numbers, big clutch plays, and I know Envy is very, very proud to have him on that team. Some other instances, Pikachu, holding on to that flag. As much as Dito did a good job of getting there and almost disrupting that flag, Pikachu held on to it. He was that safeguarder, and it's one of the most stressful positions and stressful plays to be put into, and he did a very good job of holding on to it for that long.
Let's go ahead and get into the action here in the overtime here for Capture the Flag here on Summit, as right now, again, Collapse leads this series 2-1, and they're looking to try to be able to close this one out and head into the winner bracket finals.
So Caramel choosing to run up this side right into A. He's got a teammate to his right and 2 to his left, and this is a very symmetrical push on all angles, covering every aspect of this map, and really nice control from this team.
As right now on the other side, Envy is putting a lot of pressure heading over there towards the opposing flag. They've got to be able to battle here against Caramel, and they've been able to respond quickly after that. So now we're back to where we were, but it looks as if they're not really having anybody play passive or play defensive. As here comes Caramel, able to take down Nate. Shot still starting to be able to push around. This is Caramel heading over here towards the summit side. His teammates are on the opposite side of the map. You got one person heading there through that main control right now. As Statenville's going to be able to take him out there. That was Caramel. And Dito back into Pikachu. And right now, Too Quick and Nate have to hold their own right now.
Yeah, they're stuck on the left-hand side of here trying to engage. One goes down to Too Quick's hand. Nade picks up one. Dito responding to Nade. And then the backside here, this is the very same positioning we've seen at the first round.
Too Quick tries to get overzealous as he's trying to push out there, and he ends up getting taken down. As right now we're back over here with Caramel. Caramel getting taken down there by Bob. Bob looks like he's going to start playing this one a little bit more aggressive. We can see him. He's already pushing up there towards that A domination site, back over there towards the summit. Nade with a nice grenade so far. Puts it right next to the towards the forklift, towards the bulldozer, and ends up.
Wow.
He's still able to stay alive.
I'm not even sure how he knew Stainville was wrapping around that corner, but he ducked down into prone, anticipating it, and grabbing the nice kill. Dito finally taking that away from him as he heads down into rails. Pikachu responding, both on the left-hand side. They're holding down the rails, and Top C very well, but finally getting taken out from Bob and Stain. Caramel forced to put on the brakes, back up into spawn, and play that defensive until his teammates start to respawn. And it looks like Envious is finally pushing up to where they need to be to grab a flag here.
As right now, Nate Shot is able to take down Pikachu. You see Caramel is being able to push all the way on the outside. He's going to be all by himself right now. He's got to be able to hold his own. He's able to take down Dito. Wraps back around over the top of the box. Almost able to get taken down there, but his teammates being able to respawn there. Takes a gutsy move, jumping across. Probably one of the poorest choices he could have been able to make there. As now his teammate, though, Too Quick, is trying to clean things up. And he'll get dropped as well. Nade goes down as right now Envy has found their biggest opportunity so far. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the first half of the overtime. And they're going to go ahead and make their move. Bob, he's got the flag. He's starting to head over there through that A domination side towards the top control. And as you can see, Caramel trying to be able to stun this one out. Too Quick running into Dito. And of course, Pikachu does what he does best. Comes in with the counter pull and comes back around. Pikachu still alive as Bob gets taken down. Nade's going to push back in here and get a return, and so we're back to being even yet again. Just like that, the action dies down.
Wow, pretty crazy events that went on there. Lots of relaying, lots of stuns, and ultimately both teams played it very well, grabbing both returns, and now they're forced to choose to go for a last minute flag cap here, or potentially just wait it out.
With a minute 30 left to play here in the first half of the overtime, as we may go into overtime after overtime after overtime after overtime if this really starts to keep up, because right now, each time that Envy has had a great pull, Pikachu has come back around and went for the counter pull directly.
Yeah, that's what he does. That seems to be his go-to tactic. Anytime his flag gets pulled and he's not in the main direction to defend the initial run, he just backs up, tries to sneak in through spawn, grab flag, and get out as long as possible. And that's been the key factor to why Envy has not been able to put points on the board on any of these CTFs here. So you got to take care of him, I think, if you want to make sure that you're going to grab the flag. He's got to be accounted for and called out. And when they're calling out and making sure that 3 or 4 down, you got to account for the fact that he's probably going to be hiding somewhere or in a position to grab the flag. Almost the opposite of on his team as Nadeshot is, or sorry, Dito.
As right now 20 seconds left here in the round. This round will end up in a stalemate, and by looks of how this is working out, they switch sides and they'll see who can get the flag cap in 5 minutes, and that's what we're looking at.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever watched a CTF where nobody's got the flag.
I think we've seen it once before. You and I have seen this one, where there's been multiple moments where they haven't been able to get a pull there. So, but again, when it looks at it, that's 4 halves. We'll make that 5 halves now. that there hasn't been a flag cap in this series.
And we can account to that for Eon Envy. It's Dito.
Dito, without a doubt.
Taking away those flag caps. And then on Collapse, it's Pikachu.
Pikachu with the counter pulls.
Yeah, both teams have a player that denies the attempts on the flag runs, and it makes it very challenging for both teams to deal with it. And, going into the second half, there's got to be a strategy change. Something needs to be worked around. Something's got to go differently. Whether it's a route, whether it's a more defensive player, or switching up your defensive player, throwing out somebody onto the field maybe to try something new. A different play style versus the defensive player might work a bit better. You might be able to make a flag come back home, but ultimately, you got to make sure that you're in position to grab these flags, and your home flag has got to be defended as well.
So we'll see how this one kind of ends up panning out here. To follow this matchup, it's going to be Search and Destroy on Villa. But again, let's go ahead and see what's happening so far. Right now, again, Dito has done a great job of being defensive back in their own spawn. But Pikachu with some great counter pulls, and that's why we've been even kills so far here in this matchup here on Capture Flag. Some of us are going to hop in and see who might be able to get the first flag cap here on CTF Summit.
We're going to jump right into the action on Team Collapse. 2Quick's going to be the man behind the sticks that we are going to be watching. And it looks like actually I was wrong as they switched it up. Every time there's a chance to prove me wrong, people jump on it, it seems.
That's easy to come by.
Oh, Thank you.
Well, I said that out
loud. I appreciate all this.
I said that out loud. I'm so sorry.
All right, Pikachu making a run and break for that flag, getting denied. And now we're going to take a look at 2Quick, back on 2Quick that is, and he's going to head into A, try to make something work on this direction. He's got no help with him.